as is the case with Power BI, there's fantastic releases that come out every single month. Over the last quarter, of course, we received plenty of good updates for Power BI. One that relates to data connectivity, REST APIs are now supported for Power BI datasets, meaning I can now pull data from Power BI datasets from other tools. And when it comes to data preparation, there's now an improved data flow connector. If you use data flows and you find that data validation or different things like that take a lot longer in data flows, it's now much better and takes a whole lot less time to validate and close out and save your data flows. When it comes to a data model, there's a few upgrades as well. Want to make sure you change your view so you can see the new data model view. A lot of cool things coming, and feel free to go check those things out. We also want to let you know that JourneyTEAM has prepared and finished in some cases, and will soon be uploading online courses around Power BI fundamentals, the fundamentals of data modeling, fundamentals of visualization, and then the fundamentals, intermediate and advanced DAX as well. There's also going to be a Power App in a Day course. All this will be available on JourneyTEAM University. Really excited for the future of Power BI.
All right. So my name is Colby Beck. I'm on the Business Intelligence Applications team, and I mainly focus on Canvas apps and model-driven apps. And today I'm going to talk about two features that are currently in public preview, one for Canvas apps and one for model-driven apps. So first with Canvas apps, it is writing PowerFX formulas with natural language. So PowerFX is the, quote, programming language for Canvas apps. It's what you use to program the buttons. If you want to create a lookup function, you use PowerFX. And just like any programming language or function language, sometimes the syntax can get tricky. Trying to remember what the syntax is can be kind of hard, and so you're always left to Googling, looking through the forums, or you text me and I tell you what it is. What's nice now is Microsoft has made it so now you can actually use natural language, and you can just type out what you want, and Microsoft will return the function to you. So as an example, here I have a simple app. On the left, I have a gallery of accounts. On the right, just a form, and on top, I have a search bar. Now, if I was to say, hey, I want to be able to search my accounts in the search bar and then sort by account name, how would I do that? So obviously here in the bottom, this is the answer. This is how you would write that function. But if you didn't know it off the top of your head, you'd have to Google it. Or like I said, or it asked me. So now Microsoft has made it. So now there is an ideas pane. So what you do to access this is if you click on your gallery on the left and then look all the way to the right underneath ideas, you can actually write out in natural language what you want. So I typed in, I just want to search accounts with account name in the text box and then sort the results by account name, ascending. So I typed that in, and then down there at the bottom, in the bottom right, you can see answers. It said, hey, how about this? Try this out. So I clicked on the light bulb and it pasted in the function up at the top. So I didn't even need to know how to write the syntax, and Microsoft did it for me. I will say there are a few drawbacks. Sometimes it doesn't give you the exact correct answer, but the nice thing is it gives you ideas and it pushes you towards the correct answer so you can get the right syntax. So instead of having to remember, what was that formula I wrote a couple months ago, you can just write into the right, in normal language, what you want, and you can kind of cross your fingers and hope that you get the right answer out of it. So this is super helpful, definitely speeds up the development process. So the new feature for model-driven apps is the Modern App Designer that is in preview. So normally, if you want to create a new model-driven app, you would go through the classic designer, which looks like this. As you've all probably seen it from here, you can edit your sitemap, you can add entities, dashboards, forms. You can do everything in here. But if you actually want to see what your app looks like, you have to save it, validate, publish, and then play the app and have it open in a separate window, which works, but there's just a lot of back and forth. But now with the modern designer, you can do it all within one window. So this looks very similar to a Canvas app. Over on the left, you have all your tables that are included in your app. Then on the right, you can manage forms and views. So now instead of making your changes, then publishing, and then going to your app and opening it up and see what it looks like, you can see it, the actual changes happen right here. And you can navigate this app as if it was a real active app. And right from in here, you can manage all of your forms and views. Whereas previously with the classic designer, you would have to leave the designer, go to the Dataverse, find your table, open it up, go to your forms, open the form and edit it from there, or go to your views and change them from there. But within here, you can do all those changes all right here, which definitely speeds up the process. So those are two really cool new features. So obviously the Power Apps, there's a lot you can do. It's a mountain. As creative as you can be, that's as creative as your apps are going to get. And so it can be kind of daunting. So here at JourneyTEAM, we've developed a program called the Power App Sherpa program, where we will help guide you through that process. We will be your quote, your Sherpa. We'll carry the heavy load. We'll help guide you because we've done this before, but ultimately in the end, it's you who summits the quote Power Apps mountain. So with that program, we have workshops, scheduled office hours. We have access to all the brains here at JourneyTEAM, community access, you'll have 4 one-on-one sessions, as well as access to our managed services. So it's definitely a great program to help you get an app up and going, and it's a flat rate, which is really cool.